Hi everyone, welcome to this wonderful course and to this wonderful class of today. We're going to understand about the investment process management right now. Let's get started, my dear friends. So, before all, let me add one page here to explain you the things. Yes. Okay. So friends, we're going to take a look over investment process management. Investment process management. So friends, as far as investments are concerned, the very first word of this is investment. As far as the investments are concerned, okay, anyone can make investments only if he or she is able to make some savings. Out of some savings, he or she can only make the investments. Only means he or she should make investments only from savings. All right. So as far as investment management is concerned, there could be two things. One is management at your own personal finance level. Okay, so I'll write it down. Personal finance management. Okay, so the very first management that starts for investment process management is at your personal level, looking at your personal finances management. Next is investment management in the stock market. Investment management in the stock market. Yes. So this thing has these two categories involved in it. Okay. So this is the lockdown period going on and cops are roaming outside, so you might be having some background voice, so really pardon for that. Okay, so friends, before all, so we should have a look over a personal finance management first of all. Okay, yes, for the purpose of investment process management, we really need to focus on first personal finance management. Yes. So any person would have income. Okay, he or she will have income, and as far as income is concerned, there could be two sources of income. One, there could be active source of income. Second, some passive source of income. Okay, now friends, what is active source of income and what is passive source of income? Friends, income which you earn from your on the basis of your basic qualifications, your degree, your main rich set of skills you have. When you earn income through this sort of stuff, this is a active source of income. But when you have some additional set of skills and you start earning from there, so this is a passive source of income. Suppose if I take an example of mine, so I'm an Indian chartered accountant. All right, I have my own office, I look after my own office, all right, in the finance niche, and I also have some hobby of public speaking. I really love teaching, I really love podcasting, I really love making audiobooks, I really love singing. So these are the things which I really do and make some some money out of that even. So this is my passive source of income. So as far as income is concerned, there could be one active source of income, there could be one passive source of income. All right, so one should always focus on his active income first. Okay, suppose a person should always focus on increasing in sales, increase in his sales. Suppose he or she is a businessman or a professional. Secondly, if he or she is in a job, he or she should focus on earning some incentives incentives by working really hard. Okay, do some marketing, do some marketing. Okay, or okay, so you can do whole lot of stuff like this and rest of the things, all right, to really get more out of your active income, active source of income. And after all, you should always assess your ROI. All right, so this is the method through which you can really get good income or really have a good track over your income, present source of income. Okay, so next part which comes into the picture for personal finance management is savings. Yes, friends, you have made your income, all right. Now the next thing which comes into picture is, please focus on your financial habits, your buying habits, financial habits, and your some of the buying habits. Okay, buying habits through which you can save a lot. See, what is our objective here? Our objective is to start investing. And when is the right time to invest? The right time, there is no such right time to invest. However, when you start saving, you may start saving at the age of 18, or you may start saving from the age of 30. There is no such, there's no such thumb rule for that. So when you have a lot of saving, when you have some sufficient saving, you can put that money into investing. So our goal is to invest, and that is why we are focusing on saving, because according to me, or according to the right process management, right personal finance management, we should focus on investment only when we have a savings. All right, and friends, do not forget to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Okay, make spendings from here, but become frugal. Try to remain frugal all the time, so that you don't spend unnecessary, you don't spend on unnecessary stuffs. Friends, next thing we need to focus on is budgeting part. Yes, track your expenses. It is really important to track your expenses. Okay, track your expenses by making a budget. Okay, make a expense sheet, and write down all your expenses which you are going through entire day. Okay, make a diary out of from it, and you just write it down whole lot of things in those expense sheet, so that you can track your expenses, where you are spending. And one day when you would be sitting, when you have a time, and you would be sitting, and you will be understanding ki these are the expenses which I really require, and I made those. All right, I have not spent any unnecessary money or a single penny over a unnecessary thing. All right, now friends, the thing starts here. After all this major thing, earning income, making savings, becoming frugal, budgeting, now it's the time to start investing. This is the right time to invest. All right, so before investing, what is really important is our own personal finance management. Our own personal finance management. Okay, now from here you can start investing. All right, from here you can start investing. Now let's understand this thing. Let's assume this thing ki you have saved a good amount of money. You have saved a good amount of money, and you are doing really well in your own personal finance management. Now it is a time to make a right management for your investment process. Now it's the time of making investment process. Okay, so in this investment process, what is the foremost thing which is required for, let us take an example specifically here of stock market. We are investing, though there are many financial instruments available in the market, but presently we're talking of the stock market here. So let's understand, let's assume this thing ki you want to invest in a particular stock. All right, so the thing should start from procuring the information. The thing should start from procuring the information. The very important thing is to get the information. Okay, information relating to that stock. Get the whole lot of stuff, get the history of that stock, get the proper analysis done for that stock, get the fundamental analysis done, get the trend analysis done. All right, whole lot of things that we're going to understand in the later part. Okay, get the proper information about that, which sector it belongs to and which not, what is the market cap. Okay, do not afraid, we're going to talk about all such things in the later part. So get the information, right information. All right, why I'm telling this? Because there are many people who act on their own financial habits. There are many people who act on the basis of the headlines they are seeing it in the news channels. People who are giving the free advices, they are looking on those people and they are making their investing decisions. They are getting driven by, for those decisions about their hard earned money, they are getting driven by the news channels, by the other people who are suggesting them. So this is not the good thing. This is not the good thing. You should always have a sufficient and appropriate amount of information to act and pick your stock. So in this entire course, I'll focus more and more on the information part, informative part. Okay, so information, and from here you pick this stock. Now you have to again get the information to understand this. Okay, you again have to collect the information to understand this, whether to hold this stock or whether to sell this stock. So this is also a decisive part. So personal finance management is more of a improving of our own habits. Okay, and as far as investment process managements are concerned, this is more of a decisive part, how we make the right decisions and on the basis of which how we make the right choices. All right, so friends, this was all about the investment process management. In the next topic, in the next class, we'll discuss about the financial behavior. What is a financial behavior and how we should overcome our own financial biases for making investment decisions. So friends, thank you so much, and let's catch up in our next video. Thank you guys.